Tokusatsu. You've probably seen it around and not known what it's called. Those Power Rangers looking shows, guys in spandex and all that. Like if you want to watch some live action anime, watch some Kamen Rider build, you feel me? But this is Tokusatsu Lost Media. Various partially lost Kamen Rider dubs. Kamen Rider has had a really rocky time finding its feet here in the US, with Kamen Rider Black RX being adapted to the series Masked Rider back in 1995, which shared the same universe as the Power Rangers, strangely enough, and wasn't too good. And in 2009, Adness Entertainment tried their hand at adapting Kamen Rider Ryuki into Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. Well, better, also didn't last too long either. And these were at last attempts in the American market. But English isn't only spoken in America. There are actually certain Asian countries that dub shows in this language. Malaysian English dubbing company Speedy Video has been known to dub various Kamen Rider series, such as the original Kamen Rider, X, Kabuto, O's, my favorite actually, Ryuki, Wizard, Force, and Decade. More specifically, a few of their movies, like Kamen Rider Agito the movie, Project G4, and also Kamen Rider Ryuki Episode Final, did have DVD releases, but are seemingly out of print and rather hard to find. Other speedy dubs, such as Kuga or the other mentioned, have yet to be confirmed to have any sort of home release. The most common countries brought up in producing them have been Hong Kong, Singapore, and the Philippines. And on September 27, 2017, Lost Media user Alex Harold uploaded the entirety of the Kabuto dub, and it's freely available to view on archive.org. And when looking at the Wayback Machine, it seems Kamen Rider W also had a speedy dub also. And there's literally too much info, and I'll put that in the next Toku Lost Media video. An actually pretty breaking update while I was recording this very video. A user on the Lost Media Discord server, Starlight 4 or Shiny Glimmer Aurora, had the entirety of the Kamen Rider Wizard English dub. He also says that Kuga has 20 or so episodes from DVD releases, meaning that they do have a DVD release. And also, 4's up to the last arc where Cosmic States is where, and also he says O's, I think 1 or 2, and Decade and some movies do have English dubs. So, hey, I guess I got more stuff to talk about the next episode. But yeah, thank you to this person. Here he is on screen. Power Rangers Animated. Existence unconfirmed. While information is pretty scarce, and even the entire existence of this pilot is really dubious, as for what little we know, for a while, Power Rangers wasn't under the Saban Entertainment label, but was bought out by the House of Mouse itself, Disney. And in 2009, they commissioned an animated series. While one source, which is now a defunct Facebook page, mentioned the series along with another piece of Power Rangers Lost Media, the other cancelled animated movie, Power Rangers Origins. It was also mentioned on the Ranger boards, a pretty popular fan forum for the Power Rangers community, where Ron Wasserman, the musician for the first 6 seasons, spoke of an animated series being created somewhere in 2007. But the third and final mention was from Brandon Ragnar on his now closed DeviantArt page, that he was hired by Disney to work on an animated Power Rangers project. And the only piece that exists is this single piece of concept art you're seeing here on screen, and is the only one as of so far known to exist. But another Power Rangers animated series was pitched to Disney in the mid to late 2000s by an animation studio, Nerdcore Entertainment, now called DHX Studios Vancouver, to help sell their idea better. A team of 3 people, and over the course of a weekend, they quickly cobbled together a pilot. But Disney ended up turning them down, and they only have this pilot to show for it. The Ultraman Lost Anime Pilot. Ultraman is super iconic to the genre of Toku, with it being literally one of the godfathers of it all. This series was the first ever animated version of the character ever created, and it aired for 50 or so episodes on TBS in Japan between April 1979 and March 1980. Somewhere in the early 1990s, though, the Vancouver, Canada-based Ocean Productions were approached to produce an English language pilot, with Carl Williams, who directed the pilot, claims to have a copy of it on VHS, but in the Voice Print podcast, dismissed the idea of releasing it onto YouTube due to multitudes of copyright concerns, and the pilot has never been released or even leaked at all, and no footage of it is known to exist online in any form. Ogun Bat Z, or New Golden Bat Millennium, cancelled series. Okay, I was actually turned on to this one by a really good video on the character by Kenny Lauderdale. For more context on the character, check it out. Look on the card on screen. But the character Golden Bat has been around for what seems like forever, and may have been the world's first ever superhero, predating Superman maybe? And he was going to make a comeback in a big way in the 2000s with his own live-action Toku series called New Golden Bat Millennium or Ogun Bat Z, and it was set to come out with only this 1-minute trailer known to exist. But after so many revisions, it became its own work, entirely divorced from the Golden Bat IP, and was eventually scrapped and cancelled. And then it turned into the Golden Knight Garo series, which I happen to be a pretty big fan of, by the way. So it's really interesting to see what a Golden Bat Toku would have looked like to this day, and also to this day, there hasn't been any sort of news on Ogun Bat Z or any sort of Golden Bat revival at all. Totsugeki Human, or Assault Human, potentially entirely lost series. While info is also really scarce on this topic, it aired for an abysmally small time from October 1972 to December 1972 on Nippon TV, and maybe the first and potentially only Toku series to be filmed entirely in front of a live studio audience. But for the time it was there, it was actually pretty popular, having record sales, toys, even a couple other merchandise. While it is commonly believed that Nippon TV maybe mistakenly wiped the master tapes, which was pretty common to do back in the 80s, there was this comment on this one wiki that was saying it's not lost and that there's a remaster coming out. I couldn't find anything on that, but as of right now, only 1 minute of Betamax footage exists in a documentary called This is Sendai Miyagi, along with a few stills and cast photos, and the show's theme songs are known to exist anywhere. Right now, only the show's intro is available online at this current time. And Toku is such a large, sprawling genre of storytelling that I have enough to make more of this, so consider this volume 1, and subscribe for more videos. I'm out of here.